What's going on, everybody? My name's Erico, and today, right now, as I'm live streaming this on YouTube Gaming, we hit Platinum 1 with the best deck ever, Pendulums. Now, we're just gonna, I posted my whole story of building this deck from the beginning, free to play. My second one where I went, undefeated, 13-0, 10-0, 10-0 again in a different day, climbing up with this deck in the ladder. And now today, this would be the certified list that you would have to play in Platinum. Well, you don't have to play my certain list, but, some of the tech cards you might have to play because, hand traps are crazy in this meta game right now. And let's just get straight into the deck profile. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's go. All right, we're back to the deck profile. So if you guys have been watching my videos consistently of me updating this deck, basically I've changed a few things. So let me explain what I changed first, and then afterwards we'll do a quick little skim through everything, and then afterwards that'll wrap it up for the final deck profile for, I guess, this season at the moment. But yeah, let's just explain the changes. So one of the main changes I've added is I added Call by the Grave. I added 2 of these because I kept losing to Max C. I kept losing to Ash Blossom. It's insane. Almost every deck is playing 7 hand traps. Like 7 hand traps. Well, that's including Imperm, but you can't do much about Imperm. But you could do something about the other cards that are monsters. So you target basically in your opponent's graveyard one monster, banish it, and they can't use the effect until the next turn. Now, that being said, this works good on Tri-Brigade, Toolkit, anything that activates in the graveyard. There's a lot of graveyard effects going on in the metagame right now that this card counters pretty hard. So, on a format where you're forced to play the best out of 1, you have to have, if you're playing Pendulums, this is a must-have. You can't get, Maxi comboed. You can't get, you can't let your opponents to pop off on you as well, because, Tri-Brigade is crazy. So we played a Tri-Brigade and resolved this and won. Hell, we did this card, we activated this card against I had a set, and then he used Harpy Feather Duster. I almost used it on a Ditron card deck, but he got away with it. He got away with murder, but we ended up winning that game. I'm gonna upload that anyways. But I added 2 of these. I've added Star Pendulum Graph. So Star Pendulum Graph, just in so many situations, you're always blowing up your magicians, destroying them. Why not get a free search for that? And in your opponent's turn, if they attack, we get a search. Now, as for pots, I love this card and I hate this card. I played 3. I thought it would be better for consistency, but every time I had it, it's like I want to go for game, and this card is preventing me from going from game. So that being said, I want to have it first turn, or I don't want to see it in the duel at all. You know what I'm saying? And if I do have it in the middle of the duel, I'd rather pitch it for Pendulum Call any time of the day. Now, another change. What else did I do? I cut Purple Poison to 2. So I mean, it's a great card, but there are ways to grab it. You could grab it harmonizing. You could grab it with Pendulum Call. You could grab it with Oath if it's destroyed. You could search it. There's so many ways to grabbing this card, so I had to cut it to 2. Another card that I cut to 2 is Performer Pile Sorcerer. It's a card that I've been finding that it's been dead in my hand, and it's a great effect, but you know, it's not something you should be running at 3. I just consistency wise, I'd rather not just play, you know, 3 source and then just potentially draw 2, or draw, you know, no potential searches for my harmonizing or whatever. That's for the main build. That's the only difference that I've done, which is kind of big. I still wanted to keep my deck at 40. But as for the extra deck, I don't find myself using Starving. If I could just go for game, I don't go for the style, extra style. I just go for game and just go Unga Bunga and win. So, that being said, I cut that to 1. I've added number 41, Bakuta. He is very, very good. I thank God we didn't need him, but if you're in a situation where your opponent has a bunch of card advantage, a full field, and you need a stall, you could overlay 2 level 4s, turn every card into defense, and negate their effects. And they can't change their position. So this card is really, really good. And then you can link off or other cards and just go off. Now, one major change I added is Divine Arsenal Zeus. So Zeus is broken as hell. Hell, if I have my TC deck here, I play Zeus in my extra deck. I don't have my deck, but basically how you summon this is one of your Exceed monsters, you just make it attack, kill something, and then after main phase 2, you summon this in defense mode. So during either player's turn, quick effect, you detach 2 and send all cards from the field to the graveyard. All. So your opponents are scared to commit, they have to go super hard or have Orgeki or something to get rid of this. So, you know, if they're building a board you don't like and they wasted their normal summon, they wasted most of their resources, activate it, send all your opponent's monsters to the graveyard. Or if they go on battle phase, they build like something to beat it, you know, you can just detach, send everything to the graveyard, and then afterwards, you know, you have a 3000 beat stick that gotta be tough if, you know, even if they have an established board, you know, and you get rid of everything, because it doesn't destroy, it sends. So cards like Malicious Bane, you know, let me see, Evil Hero, Malicious Bane. Like, this is my favorite example. Like, you know, cannot be destroyed by battle card effects, but it can be sent to the graveyard. It can be sent. So I played that. A lot of people are not playing Artemis, so Artemis is really, 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 really good. Let me explain why. So say if you have Tuning Magician in hand, right? You know, you could normal summon, or even if it comes out from, you know, Needle Fiber, right? You bring out Tuning Magician, you exceed 1 for 1, you make her, right? That's 1, you know, and then afterwards, once you have her on the field, her effect doesn't matter. She doesn't have an effect that we could use. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have a Magician scale left and right. So you can activate the scale, special summon Tuning Magician to the field. So now you could link 2 for Appaloosa, you have 2 for access code, and whatever you have, it's an extra monster. It's just an extra monster to have on the board, so you can link for higher opportunities. Most of the time you find me, you know, banishing it, you know, turn 1, because it's not one of those cards that always comes up. But if you do have the opportunity to play it and you haven't potted it, you know, it's a nice way to push with a artifact scythe combo and having Appaloosa live, you know. But, you know, other than that, my deck hasn't changed. You see everything. Go check out my beginner's guide. The only thing I've changed is those hand traps. But guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. More Pendulum content coming. And we'll see you next time. Peace out, take care, and yeah!